Late night, sir.
Night. Or early morning, I would
Live.
say.
Yes,
Early
sir.
morning, yeah.
Yeah,
Have to get it in, though.
absolutely. Have to. Nah, it's been a long time. We seen some shit these past couple weeks,
Man,
but we clocking in like normal, bro.
always.
Because that's what we do on the Ascension, the Lift of God podcast.
Podcast?
The premier urban agricultural podcast.
Come on.
God Body podcast.
It's long.
Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine podcast. Two gods coming into their own podcast.
Facts.
This is like what do they call it? Like a coming of age.
Facts.
For real, it's coming of age.
It's just the meeting of the Moors, the meeting of the Asiatics, the meeting of the Islams,
Meeting of nation builders.
meeting of the fruit.
Facts. The fruit of Islam here at this table.
Yeah.
Building out the kingdom of the Lord.
Plants, crystals.
Prophecy.
Y'all know y'all saw it here first. We ain't gonna talk about what happened, but y'all know who had crystals and plants first on their podcast, and it's not about being first, but let's just let the record show.
Let the record show.
You know what I'm saying?
We're doing it. niggas is at a table with crystals and plants, talking agriculture and being a man,
Come on,
unapologetically.
zero. There's no slight to nobody else, but we are standing in for, cisgender, heterosexual, masculine, Asiatic men.
Facts.
It doesn't mean we're in competition or in opposition of everybody else or anything else, but
No.
we are what we are, and
Facts.
we speak from our vantage point.
Facts.
It is what it is.
And I love being a man.
I do too.
I absolutely love being a man.
Yeah, I'm not here to stop nobody from doing them,
Absolutely not.
but I'm here to build my world and build
Facts.
this nation out.
Facts. And be a role model to other boys who want to be men.
Hey,
Facts of any color.
Of any color.
Specifically Asiatics, but I know more than just Asiatics and black men and Latinos look at me. It's everybody because they see men operating from intention. And it's truth. We operate from truth.
objectively,
We chose these bodies to manifest ourselves in these masculine male bodies for a reason.
facts,
And we're not going to lie to ourselves about having not made that choice.
facts,
And
and everything that comes with it.
regardless of how we how we feel about it, this is what it is. We made these choices and we take responsibility for our choices, which is the key underpinning of a man. Taking responsibility for his choices, his environment, and pretty much everything in his sweep. That's a man. Let's open it up.
Yeah.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, all praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, and Master of the Day of Judgment. Thee alone do we serve. Thee alone do we beseech for divine aid. Guide us on the right path, the path upon whom thou hast bestowed favors, not upon whom thy wrath has been brought down, nor upon those who go astray. Ameen.
Islam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Responsibility, man.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. We cannot pretend that responsibility is not a thing and call ourselves adults.
Hey,
Cannot.
can't.
We cannot do it.
It don't work well.
It does not work well, and you end up paying for the lack of taking responsibility for having responsibility. Because then you just end up in
Say it again, man.
you by not taking responsibility for where you are in life, you end it's fundamentally irresponsible. Because you end up, when I've seen this, you end up in a corner of your own doing, and you're pointing fingers at shadows, blaming the shadows for your condition when the shadows aren't real, and you're only pointing at these shadows that are phantom because you don't want to look inside. So you're stuck in this corner. You're like, well, it's his fault. It's his fault. The patriarchy or that one. Just like, okay, well, what did you do?
I mean, even on our part as well.
Thanks, man.
We can't blame modern women for everything.
Thanks.
We can't blame feminism for everything,
No.
right? We can't blame racism for everything.
No, we can't.
We can't blame the past generation of women for everything. We can't
Facts.
blame TikTok for everything. We can't blame OnlyFans for everything.
Our parents.
We can't blame Instagram for everything.
Yep. Our upbringing. We can't.
You can't.
We can't.
We gotta take responsibility.
We have to.
Like, who are we going to interact with? What are we going to put out?
Facts.
Who are we going to give our time, attention, energy to?
Facts.
You feel me? And like take responsibility of like where we interact with and where us as men, where we putting our sexual organs into.
Facts.
And where we putting our sexual energy into.
Facts.
And where we putting our conversation into.
Facts.
Who we pouring into, where we putting our money into.
Facts.
You know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Facts, bro.
It is what it is.
Facts.
And let them do what they're gonna do over there.
Exactly. And once I realized that, this isn't my first lifetime, and once I actually started remembering more recent lifetimes, I very much came to the conclusion like, oh, bro, you created your parents.
Nah, fact.
It's levels, bro, right? Because let's say, for example, if you were your great grandfather, great grandfather, you created the means by which you are parented. So even if you start going to, well, my daddy beat me. Okay, well, you probably beat your daddy's daddy.
Man, it's deep. When I was at my grandfather's funeral, I definitely saw a lot of the things about myself. I saw a lot of things like, oh wow, bro. I never realized like I got that from him. Like these are things that we be doing that he was into. Facts. And like a lot of things he kind of started are things that are just a part of all of his grandkids. You know what I'm saying? He's big on electronics and
this grandfather that just passed, right?
Yeah. So it was just really.
So you're a lot of his tendencies you've noticed in yourself.
Yes, bro.
Oh,
yes. I'm gonna be honorable, respectful.
I understand,
but yes, But even things like gardening, bro. Like my granddad, he had a garden. Yeah. And when I was a kid, I painted the fence for the garden. When I was a kid, I helped him plant and just things like that. Even like my granddad taught me how to work hard, bro. He was a hard worker.
Yeah.
I remember he said, work smarter, not harder. That was the concept that he told me as a young man that it stayed in my mind. Work smarter, not harder.
Absolutely.
It's just a lot of little things. He told me how to stand, like he taught me how to when we used to have a big dog and you had to say no to the dog in a manner where the dog respects you. And if you be scared, the dog he not gonna listen.
No, hell no.
So he would be like, no, you go back outside and talk to the dog. Like don't come in the house and be scared of that dog. Mm-hmm. That dog is he's a dog. Like no, you go outside and say sit, say stop, and you keep saying it until you believe it. And then when you get to that point where I was like, yo, mind you, it was a big Rottweiler, and when you go outside, Rocky would just run up on you. And I remember that one day be like, Rocky, stop, sit, no.
Yeah.
And then he'll leave me, he'll chill. And then after that, he'll never bother me ever again.
Wow.
And it was a lot of little things like my inner confidence, like how we all love electronics and we all love engineering, we all love music. A lot of little things was like, oh wow, we got this from our grandfather.
Yeah. Y'all are nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because your father was IT.
My father's IT.
Yeah. Yeah.
My uncle was into he's into architecture. He was an engineer. He was one of the most decorated, one of the first black architectures in the state of California, bro.
Word.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. My granddad won awards for his students won awards on the state level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Consistently. Yeah. Multiple times.
Yeah.
So
at your grandfather's funeral, were you did you see do you feel like you were watching yourself, a lot of yourself?
In certain aspects, bro, yeah. And also a lot of my father as well. Yeah. So my father was a part of the obituary in ways.
Understood.
Once again, my granddad losing his baby boy, it definitely hurt him.
Facts.
Coming to the conclusion of his life already, and then losing your youngest son.
Man, yeah.
It is one of them things where you can see it kind of just put him over the edge.
Yeah.
So I saw a lot of my grandfather. I definitely cried more. I cried more at my grandfather's funeral than I did at my father's funeral.
Really?
I really did. Yeah.
Why do you think that?
Oh man, a lot of reasons. But just really processing, like I said, wow. I knew how much my dad impacted me. I knew how much of myself, how much my dad was in me, but I never really realized how much of my grandfather was in me.
Damn.
And so I really was just sitting there and really processing how much of like the things he's done is a part of us.
Facts.
Right, wrong, or indifferent.
Facts.
The good and the bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts, man. And, you know, by them both passing at this time in your life shows at the highest level the faith they have in where you're going to go, because you got The Rock now. You Kyrie now. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, okay, they left, and it's like at their highest level, they're like, oh, you got it, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and
got it.
Yeah, that definitely was
You
like
got it, bro.
That definitely was like the energy I was feeling. Like
At your grandfather's funeral?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, bro.
Yeah. Like,
For sure.
once again, my father, like, just accepting 2 generations are dying around the same time,
Facts, man.
and they're both processing that,
Yeah.
and so it's up to we have to process that too. Like, a lot of us are going to lose our parents and our grandparents. Not all of us, but
No,
a lot of us are going to. Yeah, for real, we're going to lose our parents and our grandparents within the same
Facts.
time frame.
Yeah, we're in that time.
And
you and I both.
It's going to be like we're going to go from complaining about who's running the world to be running the world really quickly. We're going to be 40 quick, bro. We're 33 already. We're going to be 40 quick,
It's coming
bro.
up.
We're going to be 40 quick.
Yeah.
Who's going to be running the world when we're 40? We're going to be 50 like that, bro.
Man.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're going to be the ones really running this whole physical reality thing really soon.
Very soon.
Very soon.
Very,
and we're already,
very soon.
as we see, we're already stepping into
Absolutely.
that. The leaders are being picked out and selected right now.
Right now. And we're aligning and we're forming organizations, and we're coming into that power, and we're shedding the baggage that no longer serves us, so we could act in full accordance with our divine destiny. Right?
Asyr.
Facts, man. Super facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you were talking about your father and your grandfather passing, I was just thinking about, you know, how this world has, like, it portrays black men in 3 different ways. You know, you're either athlete, rapper, or fucking tragedy. Right? Baller. We'll say rapper / baller.
I feel you.
Yeah, rapper / materialistic baller.
Yeah, I get it.
Athlete. It's all kind of the same thing. And then, okay, or you're just a fuck up or failure or nobody loser, right? So I've been feeling, you know, because I've lived lifetimes before, I know I've been the failure route, and where we are going, where now we have to continue choosing the dynasty route. Failure is not an option, right?
Not at all.
No, it's not going to happen. Failure is not going to happen. We're not going to be a tragedy. We're going to have legacy.
Yeah.
Because tragic stories tragic stories leave nothing behind.
And that was a main word at my grandfather's funeral, was like legacy. It's like accepting, like you said, choosing the route
Facts.
of dynasty, accepting that
Facts.
we are part of a dynasty.
Facts.
Like, I had to really accept that too. I'm a part of greatness. I'm a part of divine masculinity. And I have to keep it going.
Facts.
And it's not here. Everybody's not going to like how it looks, and everybody's not going to agree with all the decisions I make, and I'm not going to do everything perfect. But I'm still a part of a divine masculine dynasty.
Facts. Facts.
You know?
Yeah, and we're out of the tragic stage of the black male's track record.
Yeah.
This tragedy shit.
Facts.
It's over.
Facts.
This failure and leaving nothing behind, that shit is over. And so now it's up to me and you and
Facts.
other soldiers in our sweep, in our environment, to just really truly embody that and act in accordance with that maxim of, we're not going to die a tragedy, bro.
For real.
No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We're going to live out this prophecy. We're going to face resistance, and we face resistance. We're going to continue to face resistance, because that is what's required to make a king. You don't earn your stripes. You don't become a general without stripes. So with this journey of, no, for real. No, and bro, we
That made me think about Akhenaten.
yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts, bro. So everything, like, we bro, like, our family shit we got going on, you and I both, to this day. And just
To this day, bro.
To this day, it's like it's a never-ending struggle, and the struggle, it becomes more intense internally, and it's something that recalibrates the fiber of your soul. Right?
Man.
It's crazy. It's not getting easier. It's just every day.
It's alchemy, bro. It's more. It's like
Absolutely.
alchemy. You get to the sun, and then you get right back to Saturn.
Absolutely.
You think you won, and then you're right back at zero again.
Facts.
It's just a continuous process.
We experience this.
Definitely.
Yeah, facts.
Definitely, bro.
And
you get to that height of like, okay, we did it.
We got it.
And then are you right back at the beginning level again?
What are you gonna do now? What's the move?
Yeah.
What's the move?
Facts, bro.
What's the move? And we were having that conversation.
Purification, cleansing.
It's like, okay, now, yeah. You thought you had it. No, you don't have it. You're never going to have it.
You're never gonna have it.
You're never gonna have it. What's the move? Now what's the move? Now what's the move? So we talked about, in our journey, we're gonna face counter punches. So we got comfortable with, okay, we're gonna strike back. But now it's just really settling with the fact that what we want, we're never going to fully grasp in our lifetime.
I understand.
You feel me?
I understand.
You feel me? So now it's becoming comfortable with the reality of counterpunches, but also comfortable with the fact of completion is an illusion.
Facts.
It's never. This body is finite.
And also accepting the reality that we have the capacity to bring a whole lot into this realm while we are here, bro.
Yes, sir.
Like, we're not going to ever finish it, but we can do a lot.
Absolutely.
We can do a lot, bro.
Absolutely. And you and I have
what's it called? That I forgot the word, but like that always
conduit.
It's like I can't think of the word. I forgot, but like not that complex, but like that I don't know, but that is always present. They're both always present.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I think it's like the weight of our expectations can kind of derail our forward progression. Like we expect completion. We expect it because we're like, oh yeah, I'm a god body, I could do it all right now. But that expectation really, that impractical expectation of having completion in this realm, it derails your ability to accomplish what you need to be doing right now to get to that point. That's a phantom. That point of completion. Life is infinite. How are you ever going to be complete in this infinite cycle of life? So if you're always focusing on like, oh, just this big phantom completion, where are you really going?
Everything will be okay when I do this. Everything will be okay once I accomplish this.
And I think what I'm really trying to say, it fucks up your thinking in real time.
It does.
And it kind of goes back to that, operating in that dream, chaotic Pisces state we were talking about. It's just like you can't focus on that.
I understand.
Yeah, you can't focus on
I'm
that.
accepting that too. Of like, I have to dial back, and I have to get more focused, and I also have to accept the areas that I need assistance, and then I have to accept the areas where I have to just persevere and push through.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like this is like a lot of accepting, bro. But like that's a part of like the death. Like with these deaths, there's a lot of acceptance.
Yeah,
and then with life and these businesses and these different endeavors, there's a lot of acceptance.
Yeah,
so. Like we talk about certain things of like just accepting this new level of life and what choices I'm going to be making, and also accepting the choices that even though I might feel like I might want to make, realizing I can't or not, I shouldn't make those choices. Accept that certain things aren't for right now, and certain things aren't for me. Certain things, if I chose this life, I chose this path, I chose to do these things, I have to accept what come with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And accept certain things might not be on the cards for me, or certain things aren't on the cards for right now. Certain things I don't need.
That's right.
I might want them emotionally, but I don't need those things right now.
That's right.
I need to continue to get this work done.
That's it.
Because that's what I asked for. I asked for the work, and the work is here.
Facts.
And I got all this work.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, well, do the work.
Do the work. Do it this time.
Just do it. Yeah.
This time.
Just do it, bro.
Remember, probably a couple months ago, you said, the gist of what you were saying was like, all right, God, you made a deal with God. It's like, just get it done this time, bro.
Not for real. Yeah.
Feed these niggas, bro.
Yeah.
This
Seriously.
time. And the conclusion I got from that conversation and what I've been telling myself.
Yeah, I remember that conversation.
Yeah, me too. It was real. It was just no more bullshit lifetimes, bro.
Because it was like, bro, if you don't do it, we're gonna remove you. Like, if you don't want to do, if you're not gonna do it down here, then we're just no point in you being down here. You can't come down here and goof off.
You can't. You chose this. You're gonna come here and fuck around. Like, all right, you're gonna come back here and do it again, start from zero, have to learn your lessons, like, be a baby and shit, and do all that stuff again, only to come to the same point you are now. And okay, it's 30 years, bro. And your niggas is dying. Your people are out here wandering in the desert, and you out here bullshitting on things you don't be bullshitting on. So just do it. Do it now.
Just feed the people, man.
Just feed the people, bro. Just feed these people. Feed these niggas, bro. Come on.
I understand. Bro. Like, I asked for this great work, and now I have the great work. Yeah. So do it. It's a lot of work, though, bro.
I know it's a lot of work. I know it's a lot of work. So I've been thinking about, did that conversation really sit heavy with me when we had that conversation? I was like 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah,
probably like 3 months ago.
Talking about reincarnating and things.
Yeah. And that, and also just like the realization that whatever you're dealing with in life, you need to deal with it right now. Like your problems, like that shit doesn't go away when you die. All of that, all of the slate of your problems or your conflicts, whatever you got, all of that you perceive as problems is stuff going on internally. And that is what you carry with you into the next realm after death.
Definitely.
So,
and what you pass down, because especially dealing with 2 deaths, those are things that get passed down.
Facts, bro.
To the next generation.
Facts, bro.
Like, even if you're not a part of physical reality anymore, your legacy, your lineage, what comes from you, is still a part of physical reality.
Facts, bro.
So it doesn't doesn't vanish. It's still here.
You called it a mess. When you're talking about things left behind, you called it a mess. And I thought that was when you said that word, you made me feel uncomfortable because I'm living in a mess that I've made lifetimes before.
I understand.
You feel me? And you're talking about the patriarchs and your family.
Yeah.
I was like, when you said that, I felt guilty. Like, for me, I was like, oh man, like this man, like, are you talking to me, bro? Like, fuck, because I know what you were saying is real.
It's real.
It's real, bro.
And it's, but once again,
because you jump back into a body.
This is a part of Asyr. This is a part of the lessons. This is a part of Asyr, bro. It's a part of the whole experience. We are the lords of the dream world. Thanks. So we are the kings of physical reality. The divine masculinity is governing physical reality.
Yes, sir.
So even in being lord of the dream world or the metaphysical plane or the conceptual plane or the subconscious mind, we're still here and you still are learning from that. It's still in charge. It's still, you know what I'm saying? It's still what you look up to. It's still, it never goes away. Even if it's not here in physical reality, it's still there. The things my grandfather did are still here.
Facts, bro.
The things my father did are still here. The good, the bad, they're all, it's still here.
Facts, man.
It's just, how do you alchemize it and how do you use your Haru power and how do you use your Asyr power to go and, find it and go create the answers. I was watching The Mummy.
With Brendan Frazier?
Yeah. It's on HBO Max. Man. I watched 1 and 2. But it's a story, bro. It's the same story. Like, they're gonna tell the meta nature. I love watching these because they're gonna put the meta nature in these movies, and they know that the average person watching these movies at that time doesn't understand the meta nature.
No.
Right? So now that I understand the meta nature, I can go back and watch these movies and see clear as day the symbolism they're trying to project, and see the archetypes of masculinity, femininity, and just see who they represent and what they represent, and then watching The Mummy 2, seeing that story come full circle. It was interesting, bro. It's interesting to watch the movie.
Okay, so I mean, what did you learn from The Mummy 1 and Mummy 2?
I mean, The Mummy 1 was just the reality of like you said, death doesn't end it.
Fuck no.
And then there's always going to be reincarnation.
Yeah.
And then if you don't end things the correct way, when it reincarnates, it's going to create chaos.
Facts.
And then also, Brandon Frazier representing the Haru energy, brave, fearless and, all these things, and him finding love and the love of Offset. She's the intelligent woman who knows the meta nature. She understands the incantations. That's Offset, right?
Yeah.
The magic, the seeking of the information is Offset.
Yeah.
That's how you create the queen. Go find information. Go build Asyr. You have to go around and search for Asyr and put Asyr back together, and then you create Asyr.
Facts.
And then you have to marry, or you birth the Haru, which is Brandon Frazier. You civilize the man, and as you civilize that man, that's Asyr. You're civilizing a man. You're turning a man from a male into a man, to a leader, to divine masculine. He cleans himself up. Now he wears white. But they're always going to they're going to show that the Asiatics and the Moors are stupid and dumb, and they're just parts in the play, right? They don't understand the better nature.
Yeah.
They're going to always make the butt of the joke the Moors, the Asiatics, right? Everybody with a turban on is disposable and stupid and unintelligent and doesn't know the better nature. These Europeans, British primarily, are educated, informed. They know the meta nature, right? They've been to Karnak. They know Egypt. They know how to move within time Mary. They understand Kemet. They understand these sciences. Everyone around them doesn't. That's definitely the projection that they're going to continue to push with the meta nature. Is that they know the meta nature, and none of you niggas know the meta nature.
Caucasians.
Yes.
Yeah.
Primarily British and American.
Yeah.
Right.
Egyptologists.
Yes. But I mean, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
They understand the meta nature, and they know you don't understand the meta nature.
Yeah.
And they're going to show you by put in a movie.
Yes.
They're going to have the native indigenous Egyptians wear fezzes and be dirty, and then be the butt of the joke. Yeah. Meanwhile, the British people are sophisticated and educated and gunslingers and brave and courageous.
The Haru. The Haru in their world, and they are. That's the role that they've made for themselves, and that's how they rule from that mentality. Period.
Facts.
I don't get butthurt when I see them doing what they're doing, because I just know it was their time to rule, and their time to rule is over. Now we're coming into
facts.
We're coming into that. So cool. You had fun.
And the Mummy 2 was them stepping into realizing that these aren't just concepts and ideas, but these are actually lifetimes, and that now they're starting to remember that these characters within Tom Mary from the past are them now, and they're fulfilling their destiny. Mummy 2 is about fulfilling your destiny and really stepping into, hey, the way you think that your son put this bracelet on now, no, your son has done this 3,000 years ago. You think that you just got this random tattoo. No, you are a part of this story. Or you think that it's a reason she's been studying Egyptology. No, actually 3,000 years ago, she was the protector of these type of things.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So the Mummy 2 was like, this isn't just metaphysics and concepts anymore. This isn't just, you being brave and you being the archetypes. These are actually you fulfilling your destiny, because this is who you actually really are. You're really these people here and now.
Facts.
And then also the cool part about Imhotep in the Mummy 2 was, mind you, he didn't went through all this stuff, but the main purpose of him was to find love. And he then resurrected her and did all this stuff, and she left him, And when she left him, it scarred him so much that he just couldn't live no more, and he went to hell. And like I said, that is a cold bar, bro, because I know a lot of men who they downfall is loving the wrong woman.
Facts.
Facts,
man.
And they put themselves in a very low vibration and send themselves to mental hell because the woman that they loved really doesn't love them back.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And you can do all of this metaphysical. Nah, you have to pick. You have to choose the right woman, bro. If you choose a woman, mind you, she killed the king, right? She was a king's woman, right, wrong, or indifferent. She sabotaged the king. She killed the king to choose Imhotep. So from that, that's already showing her character.
Yeah, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
So you think that she's not going to do this to you?
Facts, bro. Facts. Yeah, it's like, why would you marry someone that you started the relationship they cheated on their husband with? You feel me? It's not a good move.
It's not a good move, but how many of us,
Hey, bro.
how many of us fall into these things? How many of us
bro.
get pulled into this type of energy?
A lot of us, the majority of us.
A lot of us, bro. So that movie, that was the bar for me. It was like, hey, bro, be careful. All this metaphysical stuff, nigga, really be careful, bro. Who you really, because, bro, you can do all this. You gonna do the magic, right? Now you can do the magic over here, or you gonna do the magic over here.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Whatever the case, you gonna be a metaphysical, ancient Egyptian, Kemetic, Moorish science. Cool, bro. But nigga, where you gonna really plug and play that? Cause you can plug it over here, or you can plug it over here. And if you plug it over here, just accept what come with that.
Facts, man.
And you plug it over here, accept what come with that too. You gotta work. You gotta civilize yourself. You gotta grow up. You gotta mature. You gotta continue to birth your root. You gotta continue to push through everything to sustain this. You're gonna do the same thing, but this can ultimately kill you if you're doing the same type of energy over here. It can send you to hell. This is going to be hard, but it's going to resurrect you and make you become Asyr.
Facts. And it's attachment to the wrong things that send you to hell. A lot of it is the wrong woman.
Hey,
it could be a drug.
Islam.
Any physical. Yeah, it's mostly women, man. It's like she ain't for you, bro. She ain't for you. You're chasing. You know the idiom, the saying, chasing the dragon.
Yeah.
When you're chasing that first high.
Yeah.
Yeah, that first heroin high. It's like you chasing the dragon. Like it's not. You're chasing something that was never real. You got high that first time, and you think if you keep on chasing it, you'll eventually get that high. But all you're doing is over time depleting yourself. And it's that road to depletion that's hell, because then your hell is a mind state, as you said. As I've said, it's just like when you're consumed with chasing something that ultimately is destroying you. That's hell.
Hey man, that's
hell.
That's why I didn't allow this full moon to make me do things I know I shouldn't do.
Absolutely.
And I had to. This was because I've done it before. There was a time last year.
Was it in Cancer? We know where it was.
I think it was in Libra, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not too sure.
Me neither.
I know there was a time last year where I was under the full moon, and there was somebody that I kind of had like I had an attraction to her.
Yeah.
And then the full moon really brought that attraction out, and it was heavy.
Yeah.
And I just shot my shot.
And
it blew up in my face. And I knew I shouldn't have did it. I knew I shouldn't have shot my shot.
I understand.
I knew that this was a bear. This was somebody I shouldn't shoot my shot to.
I understand.
Right? I knew it. I really knew it.
I understand.
But then the coldest part was after I shot my shot, her friend shot her shot. But then I think that they had the conversation, and then it really blew up in my face.
Oh,
you get what I'm saying? It was a deep, because the full moon, clearly I was the only one being affected by this full moon.
I understand.
You get what I'm saying?
I understand.
So it was like
So what was the conclusion of all that? Did they fight?
No. It just really put me in a situation where my name has been now. I have smutted my own name. You get what I'm saying? I have thrown mud on my own name because I'm shooting shots at people I shouldn't be shooting shots at.
No, that's real.
And I don't shouldn't be shooting shots at them. But I was this full moon was like, man, just shoot your shot, bro. What happened? Fuck it. Mind you.
Yeah.
This time I was like, no. I actually don't want to. I know logically that's not what I really want to do.
Facts, bro.
I just have these feelings because it's a full moon and my sun signs in Cancer, and I love
feelings.
Yeah, man. I'm just feeling feelings, bro.
Yeah. Feelings of it. Yeah, they're very strong feelings.
It's like, don't be a sociopath. Right? I've learned that don't be a sociopath, bro.
But what is you shooting shots? That doesn't make you a sociopath. That makes you cavalier.
If I was to do what I wanted to do, that would make me a sociopath because I know I'm only doing it. I know I don't really want to do it.
Oh.
I don't really want what come with the full thing.
No.
I just want to shoot my shot because I'm feeling feelings.
Facts.
But I don't really want what the full process of what comes with after I shoot my shot.
The responsibility.
Come on.
You don't want the respect. And I know what you're talking about.
You get what I'm saying?
I know what you're talking about.
Of course,
you don't want that. Yeah, you don't want that responsibility.
I don't want that responsibility.
And that taking on that responsibility where you are would be jeopardizing your entire.
I understand.
Yeah. So I feel.
Trust me.
And that
I understood. I understand.
Making decisions like that in exercising divine judgment,
responsibility,
judgment, responsibility. That's what makes a man, bro. It's like I'm not gonna shoot my shot right here. I'm not gonna holler at the bitch at work. It's not gonna happen. It's not happening. No.
I don't have to do.
Chill.
I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that.
You don't have to.
I don't have to say these things. I don't have to move like that.
Yeah.
I don't have to make my emotions anyone else's responsibility.
Ooh.
Now I have seen how sometimes just putting the emotions on the table, we just alchemize it and just laugh it off and say, okay, yeah, these are things I'm thinking too. Okay, yeah, we thinking these things. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, great. But we both know it's not that deep. And then it gets done with, and it's much easier to move forward because sometimes it is best to just say, hey, these are things I'm thinking. These are things I'm feeling.
I feel it right now.
Yeah. But then you really it's not that deep. But I also know sometimes don't cause. You know me, I'm big on not creating unnecessary negativity and unnecessary drama. And I also know that because my son has cancer, I have a lot of emotions. So I'm big. I learned don't just tell people how you feel because they're gonna change. My feelings change like the moon. I will feel intense emotions right now, and then in a day, I really won't feel those emotions no more. And I've done that, like you said, I've done that too many times.
Yeah,
where I feel strong, intense emotions about certain things. A week go by. Over it, nigga. Big over it. Yeah, super over it.
Yeah.
And then be in this situation. Now I gotta be responsible for these things. I have to be responsible for expressing these emotions.
Facts.
And now I have to deal with the reality of now I have to be responsible. And I really don't want to be responsible.
Facts.
So let me just be responsible first.
Yeah, facts. Don't put them out there if you're not willing to take on the responsibility. And
because a lot of times they're just emotions. They're not real. It's not really what you want or what you think. They're just how you feel.
Yeah. And most of them, they're not based on logic. It's just like, oh, this is what I'm feeling right now. That's what I'm feeling right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I need to act upon it.
Facts.
I could just meditate upon it. Be like, okay, I'm feeling a certain way. I'll think about it. Right? That's it.
Do the alchemy, man.
That's it, man. That's it.
I know, bro. Trust me. I know. That's it. Just
and it's
don't lean in with them. Be present with them. Sit, like you said, meditate with them. Let them be. Let them flow.
Yeah.
Journal them. Like I've learned, I can express my emotions to myself.
Facts.
Just journal them, write them down.
Yeah.
Talk to people like you. Tell you about these emotions.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what we do.
We goof it off.
And we goof it off.
And then we go back to like not going back over there.
Yeah. Well, no, don't go over there though. Yeah. You could bring it here. Bring it to the table.
Yeah.
We could bro out about it.
Bro,
no, don't be doing that shit. No.
I understand.
Do not take it away from this table. Yeah. Ha. Don't get it twisted, bro.
This is the brown table talk right here.
Yeah. You know the boundaries. Don't fuck with the work. Don't let anything don't let your emotions fuck with the work. And that's what we have that understanding of like
definitely
the work always comes first, bro.
Yeah.
Always comes first. And so that is that operating maximum.
See, but the thing with me is I have a lot of my chart is in Capricorn. So it's a reason why I love work so much, right?
That would make sense.
Right? So a lot of once I really learn my chart, I'm learning like, okay, a lot of why like they go hand in hand with me. Work, it stimulates me. Mm-hmm. So I like putting my work at a higher level is how I connect my value.
Yes.
Help me work or be a part of the work or do the work, and that is where I want to reward you.
I understand.
But I also learned that that's just my chart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And nobody else is responsible for that.
That's right.
These are just things that my mind works. You know what I'm saying? That's not, nobody else has my chart.
Not exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So It's like, just because that's things that I like or things that I might like or enjoy, it doesn't mean that that's anybody else's responsibility. No. And also, there's a time and a place, and there's other people that can be compartmentalized.
That's right.
You're over there. You're over there. You're over there. Mm-hmm. And that's funny because that's what I was telling, like, the young G's at the job of like, hey, bro, like, I have you can't just come over here, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get through the layers of Temu, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, there's layers to Temu.
Facts.
There's layers to Temu. Like, there are things about me that people are like, whoa, you're into that type of stuff. Like, yeah, I wouldn't tell you because, but
I don't know you like that.
Yeah.
You don't just get to. That's funny.
It's when they found out, like, I was at a mosh pit a couple last week, and somebody was like, you be at mosh pits? It was like, you been in mosh? Like, I'm like, well, yeah.
What kind of music was it?
It was like a 70s party. It was a 70s vibe. You feel me? And they was, at the end of the night, they turn have a mosh pit.
I understand.
And it'd be fun. I learned how to do it and keep my ground.
That's what's up. But someone said to you, "Oh, I didn't know you do mosh."
Yeah, like what? Like really? Like I wouldn't think that about you. And I'm like, well, there's a lot of things you wouldn't think about me.
You don't know me. Yeah.
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 Layers to me.
Layers, and you gotta earn them. And you earn those layers by just building a relationship and being honest and truthful. And like, okay, I can let you in now.
And also just accepting that certain layers just. You can't, some boundaries I just have to maintain for myself.
Facts.
Like you said, some boundaries are just, no, you can't cross these boundaries.
Facts.
Even if you might want to, or even if I might want to let you cross these boundaries, it would be smarter and more practical to maintain these boundaries.
Facts.
You feel me?
Facts. And what makes us professionals is we know how to handle those boundaries with whoever we're dealing with. It's like, we're not talking about any of this conscious woke shit unless this is a work meeting.
I understand. And I learned that from
this is work.
I learned that from that last year when I made that mistake of like crossing that boundary of colleagues.
Facts.
You get me?
Facts.
Of like interactions.
At the garden? At the Cant Blame garden?
Nah, just in general.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But just like someone that I know is over there.
Facts. That
even if I might think things or might feel things, that there's a boundary. There's a clear boundary of like, this is going over there is crossing a boundary.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
And then being sneaky and crossing the boundary. You get what I'm saying?
I understand.
Under a full moon. But I still knew I was being sneaky and doing something I should have been doing and crossing the boundary I shouldn't have been crossing.
I understand. But you crossed it.
I crossed it.
And you paid the price, probably.
I paid the price for it.
You paid the price, bro.
I paid the price.
Paid the price. I've paid those prices before in work settings before. And I understand. I understand. And now it's
I paid the price, and I fronted for a while. Nobody even knows other than that person. She'll probably never hear this episode and know I'm talking about her. But I paid the price. But I definitely I did damage control and didn't let it blow up in my face.
Good.
Overall.
And didn't let it blow up the overlying work environment.
Yeah.
So you think?
Okay. No. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, I'm a real nigga and I do work. Fact. You get what I'm saying? So it's like as much as even if somebody might wanna, you feel me, play with how I move in my personal life. At the end of the day, everyone knows it's not smart to try to. And it's not smart to try to air. I'm a single man with no children. At the end of the day, I can shoot my shots. You get what I'm saying? I can hit the DM. I have the right to hit the DM. Right, wrong, or indifferent. You can't call my wife and say Temu's outside. We'll do it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I'm working. Anybody know me? I'm outside working. I'm doing.
Facts.
I got a long list of things I'm actively involved in. Facts. So it's like, all right, yeah, okay, you move a little goofy, but at the same time, we can't really, really, really hold you or play you for being a single man and shooting your shot at a single woman.
No.
Now, at that time, I wasn't I was kind of not to the outside world. I wasn't single.
I understand.
I
understand.
I was single, but to the outside world, I wasn't single. So yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I did something goofy, but it is what it is.
I understand.
And I learned my lesson, so I learned to not. I'm not doing.
Did you though? Did you learn your lesson?
I definitely did learn my lesson, bro. Like if you look at my life now, I learned my lesson.
Okay.
But mind you, I'm still a single Asiatic, successful, about to clear 6 figures this year, black man in LA.
I understand.
33, no baby mamas.
I understand.
Fashionable, creative, artistic, from LA, from Compton, from the hood, educated, informed, resourceful, success. So yeah, I have a little bit of wiggle room, but yeah, I definitely don't just be in everybody's DM.
I understand.
I be in DMs. I ain't gonna care. But I mean, I don't do nothing. I don't be in nobody DM. I ain't got no business being in DM. I say that. I don't be in nobody DM that I don't got no business DM being in. No more. If I feel like I shouldn't be in your DM, I'm not in your DM. Anybody DM I've been in, it's like, all right, you.
It makes sense for me to be here.
Yeah. What's up?
Hi.
Don't act like you don't act like you
up?
feel me. And mind you, I'm okay with rejection. I face a lot of rejection.
What's up?
I face a lot of rejection, and I'm okay with that.
I understand. Yeah. I understand.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Full moon.
Yeah, bro. For real. But oh man. Now you're really bringing me back to the those boundaries I've crossed and the prices I've paid. And reflections of my state as a man back then, but then thinking about right now and how I know right now, I'm living a pretty disciplined life for a reason.
Honest to you,
and
bro.
you know that, and you know exactly why I live that disciplined life, because I've got 3 children already. So my
you can't afford to not be very responsible.
Facts, bro.
You can't afford it.
No sir.
You got way too much on the line.
There's a lot on the line right now. Yeah, I've got a family. I've got a family. So my my window of opportunity is closed, and that's a good thing. And I don't broaden that window because it doesn't need to be broadened, because I've got children, and I've got things that I need to secure before I even think about looking outside.
I feel you.
Yeah, not even no. Clean up, hand up what you got, bro.
I hear you.
Hand up what you got.
I'm working on that, bro.
I feel you.
Outside be looking, you know how it is. The grass always green.
Hey,
it
bro.
always look
Hey,
nice
bro.
on outside.
It's nice outside.
It's LA.
It's nice
But
outside,
ultimately, I do feel you that like
It's nice outside.
It's nothing really out there.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, nothing really out there that's worth jeopardizing the treasure you already have.
Facts.
And I got treasure.
Facts.
Yeah, I got a fucking family. I got children that adore me and that need me to be their father. So it's just like, that's what it is. And
I'm not gonna say there's nothing out there. Let me not say that, because to all the people I interact with, y'all, it's something out there. It's just, I mean, everybody I interact with me understands me, which is like I have the right to stand my ground.
yeah,
I have the right to have my boundaries.
facts.
I have the right to not be pulled into something or forced into something or coerced into something or demanded into something I don't have to do.
Yeah.
I don't have to do, like you said, you have a level of responsibility.
Facts.
I have another level of responsibility, which is we both have the work.
Yeah.
And the work is the most thing I'm responsible for.
Absolutely.
So that's why I conduct myself. Even though I might be outside, I still conduct myself because it's like I have to be responsible for this work that I'm doing.
Absolutely.
I can't afford to goof off
No.
too much.
And then we were talking earlier about how we have there's a high price of engagement with us.
Yeah.
And we don't have to submit to any bullshit. Like if you're coming to us with bullshit, we don't have to play your game.
We don't have to.
We don't have to.
We really don't.
And that doesn't make us misogynist. It's just like you go have your fantasies of what you think a ideal relationship look like, and cool. Just don't bring that shit to me and expect me to submit to it. And it's okay for you to have these.
I'm not gonna submit to it.
Yeah. No. No.
I might entertain it because I can.
Yeah. For a night.
Right, wrong, or indifferent, right? I might entertain it because I can, but I don't have to, bro. Mm-mm. I don't have to, and I don't feel bad about being here because, number one, I know that I'm not even where I really want to be. You get what I'm saying? Like you said, we're talking about this life thing is never over. Like I'm literally like not even where I really see myself, or where I see my trajectory going.
Yeah.
But now my trajectory is relatively public.
Yeah.
Right. So with that, I have to be even more mindful because now I'm stepping into being rich. Right,
yeah, bro.
And really processing it. Yeah. I've been processing that for a couple years, right? Of like, what does it mean? That's why I'm really like, however, whatever will happen. The main reason of me investing into BWO was to accept the reality of I'm now in a different stage of life where my finances are I'm going to have access to more finances.
Yes, sir.
And I need to prepare my mind on what to do with it. And now that we have the access to these more finances, like really still processing it, and then accepting how do we move forward into this new paradigm of like what we said we wanted to do, build generational wealth.
Facts.
Now that we can do it, how do we really do it? And a main thing, a lot of people mess up because of relationships.
Facts.
And so now that I'm in this arena where I can choose, I take it very serious. Yeah, I really do, bro.
Bro, and I've noticed that you're very observant of things that do work and things that do not work in relationships.
I'm very observant,
you have
bro.
to be. You have the luxury.
I do.
Because you haven't made choices to get you in certain trajectories in life where it's... it restricts movement.
And the funny thing is, like, I have tried to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a pass. Bless you.
Yes, sir.
I have a pass. You know what I'm saying? I've just been fortunate enough to where even despite my own things, I'm in this position. You get what I'm saying? When it comes to women, when it comes to children, when it comes to health and things of that nature, right? Like, please, bro. I've been engaged before. You know what I'm saying? I fell in love many times.
Thanks.
Where I've moved across the country. I've given everything, I've sold everything, I've sacrificed everything for the sake of love, for the sake of relationships. So to be here, and mind you, I don't have a hardened heart. And I think that's one of the things that was kind of I feel like that was kind of like the good part for me around this full moon was like accepting that, like, oh, like I still do have that in me.
Yeah.
And it was like it was like nice to be like, aww. Yeah, like I still am like a nigga still care. A nigga still for me. I'm still that nigga still a part of me.
Thanks.
But he can't run the show.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And it was nice to just actually remember that, like, I am an emotional person.
Yeah.
I do be catching vibes.
Yeah, man.
I do be catching feelings.
Yeah.
I haven't really been like in that type of energy, you know. It's been a minute, bro.
Yeah, I feel
Because I really been on some like, oh, I wonder what she's doing. Oh, I want to talk to her. Or whatever. It's been a minute, bro. So like, I feel you.
Aw, yeah.
I ain't been on that type of time in a while.
I understand.
So just feel it, even though I know it's not. I know it's just a full moon. Right? I know it's just cap. I know it's just, you get what I'm saying. I know it's just emotions, but still to be like, oh, for sure, bro. You still got it in you. Yeah. But just don't use it right here, right now.
Yeah.
It's not real, bro. It's just feelings. And it's like, feelings, all right, it's cool. It's cool to sit with, but
it's just feelings, man.
It's just feelings, bro.
A man can't let feelings run the show.
They can't, bro.
No. They could power some of his choices that he makes with his intellect and his logic, but they can't run the show.
The willpower, it can be redirected. Like you said, I can redirect it to make me a stronger, wiser, intelligent, better man.
Yes, sir.
You know?
And that's how they should be operationalized. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just, and that's what separates a man from a boy. A peasant from a king. Just that ability to discern the feelings from the logic and just navigating life,
Man.
keeping both in balance, right? And neither of us are perfect in that balance, but we are intentional in trying to be as strategic and tactical with acquiring that balance.
Facts.
that's why,
Man.
and that's why we could have these conversations and be like, talk about the process we are.
That's definitely, bro. That's a word.
Yeah,
that's a word. Being strategic and tactical.
Facts, man.
With that energy.
Facts.
Because the energy is energy, and I get it. Like, people say you don't pick who you love, and all these different things, but you can be strategic and tactical.
Yes, you can, bro.
You definitely can be.
And you also can be, especially when it comes to sunk costs in relationships. You talked about sunk costs in regard to. We've talked about it, just business arrangements, stuff that we worked on. Do we want to do this because we just been put so much fucking work in this, or do we actually want to do this because it's actually going to pay off for us?
Facts.
So that's the business side, but also just in relationships, is like, do I really want to? Do I really want to dump more energy into this relationship with this person, this girl? Like, really, bro? What is she doing for you? You're just doing it because it's there, and it's there.
Hey, bro.
It's there.
It's that comfort, man.
It's there, and you've already dumped so much energy, so you're deluding yourself to thinking that if you dump more energy, eventually it'll work when it's not working right now with all the energy you've already dumped into it.
Come out that comfort zone, bro.
Exactly, man.
I was having that conversation with someone. I forgot something about, like, you got to come out. You got to come out your comfort zone. Oh, yeah, I was coming out one more. I was like, you don't want to come out your comfort zone, and you keep men around you that keep you comfortable, and this comfortability keeps you away from the reality of how much you really need a man.
Ooh.
A lot of women, I'm not going to say a lot. I know many women who have a lot of male friends.
Yeah.
Or put male in a friend zone. And so you have this masculine energy that's easily accessible. So it really blinds you from the reality of how much you really do need a man.
Understood.
In your life.
Yeah.
For those who are for women who are into that. You know what I'm saying? I get it. So some women say, hey, I don't like men, I don't need a man. Islam.
Cool.
Islam to you.
Yeah.
But for the women who do want a man and do love man, why you got all these homies then? Because these homies keep you comfortable.
Yeah.
And what self-respecting man really wants to go insert himself and just be around you and your homies, especially when they know that most men aren't here because they in the friend zone.
Yeah.
And I was like, if you don't believe it, call them up and say, hey, I'm trying to get some head tonight.
Thanks. Yeah.
And see how many be like, nah, you tripping. Some might be like, nah, you tripping, but see how many really be like, nah, you really tripping. Or see how many really be like, for sure. And mind you, none of them are, I don't look at none of them as the bad guy or the good guy. Just saying, like, this is what it is. Like, I don't really, keep women in, like, my friend zone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah. Yeah.
Because it's a slippery slope.
It is a very slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, and especially because the reason you're in the friend zone, because there's a part of me that wants to, like, you're like, there's a part of my masculine mind that wants to sleep with you.
Mind you, like I said, I'm not gonna sit there and say I don't have women who I'm cool with or I interact with.
Yeah,
but just like, even if that's the case, it's like I said, certain times I have just like put it on the table, and then we got it off the table.
Yeah,
and then now we got it off the table, we're able to flow and be cohesive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a part of masculine from energy. You're around people. It's natural to have desires and feelings and pheromones, and we have a body. Facts. So sometimes it's just pheromones. Sometimes it's just we just get comfortable with being around somebody else's energy.
Facts.
But I definitely always let her know, like, like, you gotta stop planning or get a husband.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? I'm not about to go get a husband. I'm not about to, and I'm like, okay, I said, I feel you, but don't be surprised then or mad when you see us with a wife. You feel me? Like, don't, and like, don't be surprised then. Don't be mad. If that's your vibe, cool. Like I talk about the Jenny Aiko, Big Sean thing. Like, okay, that's cool. She can talk like that. But mind you, Big Sean ain't married her.
I understand. Wait, hold up. You got to get more context.
Right?
What's going on with
It's like a video going around where she's like, I don't compete, I complete. And it sounds phenomenal. Bars. Shout out to her.
It's a good song?
She was just talking on Instagram Live.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just saying, it sounds cool, right? It sounds cool to other women. It sounds cool.
I understand.
Sounds great. Bars.
Yeah. I don't compete, I complete.
Where you at though? You get what I'm saying? How's this working for you?
Yeah.
And that'd be my situation. Like, hey, I feel you. And also I'll be like, hey, don't look at me. I'm 33. I don't have to do this, right? So don't say where your wife at, Temu. Number one, anybody know me know I tried. I was engaged. It didn't work. Anybody else know me? Nobody know. I really fell in love with another woman. I really loved her, and I probably would have married her. She chose to be with another man. Honors to them, right? Anybody else know me? No, I moved away to Hawaii to pursue a full monogamous relationship, and we just didn't work out.
I missed that part.
You get what I'm saying? So to say, where's my wife at? Like, I've tried multiple times to do this thing, and now in my 30s, I realize that I'm okay. I don't need to do that right now. So to try to say me, it's like, no, go get you a man in his late 30s, 40s, 50s who got his stuff together, who can afford a wife. I can't afford a wife right now, and I'm okay with not being able to afford a wife.
Facts, man.
So, but as a if you want to be a wife, then you should go find a husband. I'm like, where the men that you want to marry, where they at?
Facts, man.
You laughing, but like, are they? Go to Barnes and Nobles then. Are you at Barnes and Nobles? You feel me?
Are you on Tinder?
Are you at the gym?
Yeah.
Are you feel me? Like, where the type of man that you say you want to marry, or you deem not the men you think below you or deem beneath you, right? Or the ones you think is lame and the nigga. Nah, don't worry about them niggas. Worry about the nigga that you actually say, the men I look up to and I respect and I value and I think that they will make a great husband. Are you in their circles? Are you around them? Are you speaking to them? Are you actively engaged in this process, or you just sitting around waiting for them to come find you? Where you fine. Then don't get mad at that man when you see him with
a wife,
and
children. Facts. Yeah, that's real, bro.
That's all I'm saying.
That's real. That is very real. Yeah, and I just kind of realized it's most women want a man who's established.
Understandable.
Yeah, I completely understand. I completely understand, which is why women, they want older men.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah. But I mean, are they prepared to accept what come with an older establishment? They're quote unquote boring.
Yeah,
they're quote unquote simple. They're quote unquote, but they're consistent.
That's right.
I get it. Some women have said, "Excuse me, I'm boring," and I'm like, "Well, yeah, I'm okay."
Yeah.
Now I've learned. Okay, I have to be a little bit more exciting as I'm dating. I accept that. Okay, you like I said, for me, I don't mind because I've taken the criticism and developed myself and became someone who's interesting, who can, for all my sapiosexuals out there, okay, I can stimulate you with a conversation. Yeah. I can educate you. I can teach you a couple of things. Yeah. I can guide you. I can lead you. You feel me? I have resources. I'm not perfect. We just came out of a pandemic, but I have relatively my life together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I can be an asshole.
Yeah.
Right, wrong, or different.
Yeah. That's right.
What are you going to do? What are you going to take from me?
Yeah. Nothing. Nothing. You could choose not to engage, and that's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine.
It's like we're not supposed to have, like, what's the word? Like, because even that woman I'm talking about, like, there was a point where she was like, she couldn't understand why I wouldn't commit to her. And I'm like, well, why I'm not going to commit to you. I've told you from the beginning I'm not going to commit to you. Mm-hmm. Why would you expect me to do something that I'm not going to do? Like, you're being delusional. You're doing this to yourself. When, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to really get with this program. You want me to get with your program because you just used to men liking you and used to men being attracted to you. But you also know I'm one of the most intelligent men that you've ever met. So why if you know I'm different, you like that I'm different, but you want me to not be different when it comes to you?
Because she wants you to submit to her game, bro.
It don't make no sense.
Yeah, I understand.
It don't make no sense.
But it makes no sense. But everyone wants other people to play their game, bro. And then it's just a matter of whose game wins at the end of the day, right? And I've forced others in my. There have been times and others have played my game and I've played others' game, bro.
Facts.
Period. So that is the game of life.
Facts. I'm not afraid of it. Like I said, I'm not afraid of the divine feminine. I'm not afraid of accepting what comes with it. I'm not afraid. I'm not even right now. I'm not afraid. As much as I push the polyamory thing, I'm not afraid of monogamy.
I understand.
I just set the boundary of like, don't come in with entitlement.
I understand.
That's not something that you're just gonna freely get. You're not gonna just freely get monogamy.
When you've been transparent about who you are in the game that you're playing.
I'm not, and I don't have no problem saying it. Like, it doesn't mean I'm not. It doesn't mean I'm not open to it.
Yeah,
I'm not even opposed to marriage.
Yeah,
right at this juncture, I've seen the foundation my father set from being a monogamous man, right? And I've seen other people from not being a monogamous man. So I do get it. I was raised by a monogamous man.
Facts, bro.
But my dad was my dad and my mom were really monogamous by the definition.
Facts.
Which is they only slept with each other
in their entire
life.
That's insane.
That's monogamy.
Facts.
You feel me? So that's why it's like, bro. That's the real monogamy, not the cap monogamy, not how we feel about the word. The word is you're only going to have sex with one person for your life. That's what monogamy means.
Yeah, facts.
If I'm not monogamous, then I'm not monogamous.
Facts.
But it doesn't mean that I'm not in opposition of commitment or in opposition of commitment, bro. I'm not scared of commitment.
Facts.
I've seen the beauty of commitment. Yeah. I've realized the importance of commitment. I'm not opposed to commitment, but I just don't come here entitled.
I understand.
Don't come here thinking I'm gonna get on your program.
Yeah. On your campaign. I understand.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. I mean, because all commitment is, it's just, are you willing to be responsible?
Boom.
That's what it is. Responsible for holding your end of the bargain in a monogamous relationship, and it's a high level of responsibility, because then you're now responsible for doing things to nurture this relationship with this one individual.
I know, but that goes back to like the work thing. You know what I'm saying? Of like the work is sometimes when you do these things in work, it's natural for it to be like, oh well, what about we do these same things over here? And then it's like, no, just keep it right here. You know, if we could be responsible over here, sometimes like, if I can be responsible over here, I can be responsible over there. Like, no, that's that. This is this. Keep this right here. Don't try to make this over here. No, because then you have chaos. Then what I begin to see is usually, especially off my experience, is that this begins to supersede the work.
Wait, this isn't what?
The emotions, the emotions of relationships. The relationship begins to supersede the work.
Facts.
Or the facilitation of keeping them in a good spirit facilitates the work that it takes to get the work done. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. That's a lot of work, sir.
I understand.
It is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot.
I understand more
of work.
Trust me. But like you said, the work never gonna stop.
No. The thing is, women are a trial for us. They are a process of alchemy altogether in and of themselves. For real. They are a man's greatest trial.
As long.
Seriously. You know that's true, right?
I understand.
You know that's
definitely,
true.
Bro.
I know.
Like I said,
that's the truest thing I've said tonight.
Watching the Mummy, bro. Watching the Mummy too, where the man literally went through the worst possible death possible, and then resurrected himself and put all these things, metaphysical things in place, and resurrected back 3,000 years later to take. And she boogie on, bro. He done resurrected you from the dead. And at his lowest moment, bro, she left him. And bro was fucked up. Mm-hmm. Bro was so like, wait a minute, what? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Bro said, I'm out of here. I'm done. And I was like, damn, I feel you, nigga. I feel you, nigga. You done did it. You done went through all of this.
Facts. This is something that it is I'm finally coming into grips with, is to not place expectations on relationships with other people.
Islam. Say it again.
Do not place expectations on relationships with other people, especially the opposite sex.
Come on.
Especially your wife, even your wife. Don't have expectations. You know, you'd have desires and all that, but like this is what the ideal, just like you're gonna fuck up reality. Because it's when you have expectations, you're really compressing the buffet of options for fleshing out the totality of the relationship, right? Yeah,
that's heavy, bro.
You're suppressing what the relationship could be by having the
expectations. Because even like signing these contracts, like, you know what I'm saying, like that's even signing the paperwork and like clearly outlining the relationship, or having a certificate of relationship, and you're still like,
Facts, man. Yeah, and it's because we come into relationships with these. This is how it's supposed to work.
I understand.
But you and I, bro, one thing that we have learned in our journey together is that shit doesn't pan out how we think it's going to pan out,
bro.
We know that
ever,
bro, ever. This podcast, nothing that we're like. It's like, oh, we have our bow moments and our whoa shit, really, that happened. Okay, what we gonna do now?
Good and bad.
Good and bad.
Of like, oh shit, that happened. Oh shit.
Oh shit, we better do something. Oh, this nigga, what? Right?
Like with the Aguiar Curry email. Like, oh shit. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, okay. You better put something together.
You better. Okay, shit.
We here now. Yep. So, but my point is that realization of it doesn't pan out. The same goes with relationships, including husband and wife.
I understand, bro.
And I'm learning that firsthand. It's just, but when you have expectations, you're putting a cap on the potential. And ultimately you're suppressing your own ability to have joy and happiness in this relationship.
Fact.
That's what it comes, and that's what sets you down to hell. It's like, oh, we're supposed to be like that. We were supposed to have a white picket fence. They're supposed to shut the fuck up.
Man, for real. No, Adam.
Shut the fuck up.
I've learned that. And I'm still accepting that lesson of like trying to make.
I'm talking to myself too.
No, for real. You're talking to all of you. This is the Ascension podcast. We are talking to the Asiatic black man at his core. Mm-hmm. Islam.
White boys too with this shit.
Well, yeah, like
they be strung up.
I have really been in situations where I knew that I'm holding on to a memory. I'm holding on to what I wish it was. I'm holding on to what I hope it can become.
Ooh, that's what it is.
I'm holding on to a time that I shared that I had to accept. This was only a time that I shared.
Facts.
This is only an experience.
Facts.
And my son places in cancer. We have crab claws. We want to hold on. I want to hold on to things.
To that experience. And those feelings from that experience.
Yes.
Chasing the dragon.
Come on.
Chasing the dragon.
I've been there,
of
bro.
Those. We all.
I've been there where I'm only chasing the emotions from that experience, from the emotions from the delusion.
And it's a delusion at this point.
There has been moments where I've known I shouldn't do this. I've communicated I'm not going to do this because I know I shouldn't do this, and then been manipulated, and then had the idea put in my mind that they want to do this, and then I do it only for them to later on to say, actually, I really don't want to do this.
Scorpio, right?
For me to say, I knew you didn't want to do it. That's why I told you we shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But now that we did it, I love that we did it. I'm happy we did it. And I'm telling everybody, look at me. I'm so happy. Yeah, man. Only for it to come and blow up in my face. Only for everybody to say, Temu, we told you, bro. Like, you knew you should. Only for me to say, fuck that. Fuck me to know, like, bro, you know you shouldn't have did this. This was stupid. You know the truth. You know the truth. You know? Many times. I know the truth. But I love experiences. I hold on to the experiences and accepting to not be so attached to, like you said, what I want it to be, and really viewing it for what it actually is, and allowing consistent actions and consistent behavior to reveal itself.
Ooh.
Let it reveal itself.
Facts, bro. Yeah.
But that's hard because my son's signs in Cancer, bro. And I know we're not limited or caged to our zodiac, but they are a part of us.
Yeah, they are.
You know what I'm saying? So when they present themselves, just accept it. Like, okay, I accept when it's a full moon, especially during Aries season. For some reason, I gotta wipe somebody up mode.
Understand?
And accepting that, and then looking back over the course of my life, and it's like, bro, you've done this 20 times, bro. Why every time around Aries season you all of a sudden
trying to marry?
Yeah,
trying to marry,
and then come with right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then by the time Cancer season comes, you outside. You know you outside during Cancer season, nigga. So you feel me?
Yeah, man. Yeah. And the thing is like, as we cycle through these seasons, and we're about to come on like one. I remember we really started bodying the seasons Cancer season.
Definitely.
That's when we really started having like these intimate walking through the seasons. So we got 3 more months until we get to like one full year of actually us bodying each and every zodiac sign.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're bodying Aries. We body all of them now because we're not. That's Asyr. It's us.
Aries is a cold season though, man. Aries is some shit, bro. Because it's pure.
We're seeing
it's resurrection, bro.
Yeah.
It's the 0 point. It's the start of the new year and still the end of the old year.
Facts.
It's the beginning and the end at the same time. You're ending that, but it's still here. You're beginning in this, but it's still here. You're there, but you're not there.
Facts.
And you're not here anymore, but they're very much here.
Facts, man.
It's like a zero energy.
Facts.
Of like really recreating what is this new year, and grieving. It's a lot of grieving during this time of like letting that go, grieving that. It's just feeling the feelings of that's dead,
crucifying the past, resurrecting into the new year.
Right,
and we're right on equinox, Easter. It is that time. Yeah, in it. And Ramadan. It's just there's a lot happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
Aries, Ramadan, Easter, equinox, spring, renewal, rebirth, resurrection. Right here. And which with that comes shedding off the new, which is sometimes painful because you want to hold on to it because it's comfortable. This shedding skin, it's keeping me warm. It's not keeping you warm. It's just there and it's itching your skin, actually, irritating your skin at this point. Let that shit go, bro. Let it go.
Hey, man, that's tough, bro. That's tough.
Shedding skin?
Yeah, because a part of the things I'm like, it's bringing on those same things. Like maybe a part of what I need to shed is my defense mechanisms.
Facts.
Is my walls.
Facts.
You know, I don't know. Maybe a part of what I need to shed is the fact that I want to lay my walls down.
Yeah,
I need to just shed that, keep the walls up. Or I don't know. That's the beauty of the alchemy. It's like at least becoming self-aware and asking myself these questions and thinking about these questions.
Thanks.
You know, is the polyamory what I need to shed, or is the false?
Hey, man. Hey, bro.
For me, or is it the thing in me that always deep down hopes I can be monogamous, even though I've consistently shown I can't be monogamous? Is that I need to just let that go too? I don't know, bro. I'm not going to sit here and say I have the answers to these questions.
I understand.
I'm just going to sit here and say I'm at least allowing myself in this new shedding of skin to like you said, to not even have expectations within my own self, in my own relationship, kind of letting that unfold and letting the answers to these questions unfold, because I do have questions.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
And let's just be fair. I'm gonna play devil's advocate and play the women's side. Like, if a real queen came to you and was like, all right, you're a king, I'm a queen. Like, let's talk Dynasty. What's up with this polyamory? It's like no real queen's gonna be like, oh, let's cool.
I'm not going to agree with that.
Hey, bro.
History has consistently showed us that there are many real queens who accept that a king is a king.
I understand.
Yes, there are. History has this. Hey, monogamy is some brand new thing, bro. I understand. It's some brand. I'm not in opposition of it. Clearly, I've seen the beauty of it. I understand the structure. I'm not in opposition of it, even within my life. Let me be very clear. I'm not in opposition. I get what you're saying. That that might present itself, and if it presents itself,
because we talked about us having standards, bro. You think there ain't women out there who have fucking standards?
I mean, listen.
Are you gonna say, oh, I'm not fucking with the women standards?
I'm gonna always say, I'm gonna say we're different. We're different, and you have the right. You have the right to request these things.
Facts. And from
I have the right to deny these requests.
I understand. And then she has the right to be like, peace, nigga.
Islam.
There you go. But my point isn't like I'm saying you may not get that caliber,
you're gonna
be a nigga with high standards, and then have someone who don't have standards.
That's not. I don't.
And
agree.
that's imbalance.
I don't agree with that. Bro. I don't agree with that. Saying, and I don't agree with that.
Hey, man.
I don't agree with that.
I'm a feminist now, bro. I'm riding with that, bro.
I don't agree with that based upon observable reality and based upon history. Based upon thousands and thousands and thousands of years, not just what we got going on right now, right? Men in power, men who are physically fit, men who are intelligent, men who can assert themselves, men who can hold conversations, men who rise to a high level. Historically, have been in positions where they where they can facilitate
multiple wives. Yeah,
mind you, I'm not saying that that's the plan.
It's polygamy.
I'm just saying that that's not free.
It's not free.
That's not free or easy.
No.
And there is no entitlement. Nobody's entitled to that from me.
No.
That is something that is exponentially sacred. So I don't mind for the ones who say, oh, I'm not even going to cook by Islam.
Yeah.
If you are someone who says, hey, I want to facilitate getting that, and I'm willing to show why that would be the best move, then okay.
Yeah.
Does everybody have that approach? No. Is that allowed to ask? Yes.
Well,
of course.
We got to think about it from this vantage.
Fine.
It's like
I'll just stay single then.
Yeah, and that's fine. It's easier to have this conversation when the kingdom's already built, and then women see it from the outside and be like, I want to be in that family. I want to be in that family.
Islam.
It's a business. It's like at that point, it's like, okay, well,
I mean, mind you, what is marriage is a business.
Facts, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Facts.
So, and mind you,
facts
doesn't mean that I'm in opposition of it, of commitment. I'm not, bro. Like I said, I've literally seen what polygamy and polyamory does to a family dynamic, and I've seen what monogamy does to a family dynamic. Facts. So I get it. Trust me, I get it. I've seen the man who has multiple children by multiple women, and then what comes with that on a generational level, and the chaos and the mess and the infighting and the all of that. And then I've also seen a man who has children by one woman, and then all the order and the structure and the compatibility, and I get it.
Facts, bro.
But I also learned that I could learn from both of those.
Yes, you can.
Right? You can learn from learning and learn from experiences and learn from
observing.
Learn from mistakes that were made and say, okay, if this is something I do, I will do it. I will alchemize them both, and then apply the rules I learned.
I understand.
And mind you, this is all theory and conceptual.
Of course it is.
Because I'm not married. I don't have no kids.
Of course you don't.
So which means I'm subject to change.
Yes, you are.
I'm subject to being proven wrong.
I understand.
I'm subject to saying, actually, no, I don't want to do that no more.
I understand. And we're speaking purely in theoreticals.
Purely in theoretical at this point.
Things get,
from observable reality, from what I've experienced upon how I was raised, and the different, like we're seeing the patriarchy within my family.
Understood. But things that any man will tell you, that things get super real in marriage.
Definitely.
Things get super fucking real with children.
Definitely.
And it just, your whole like theorizing, it'll go out the window, and like that reality, if it comes to you, it'll sit with you, be like, oh man, okay. Now, okay, all right. Now what do I really think about this polyamory?
Like
with my son
I agree.
staring me in the eyes. Seriously, bro.
Adam, like I said, I agree.
Yes, sir.
I agree.
I understand.
I'm not there though.
No, you're not.
And I understand that you have to develop
cute.
habits.
You're being cute.
You have to develop habits and develop the mindset first and foremost.
Thanks.
So when it arises, you're prepared for it. Granted, I get it. Like I said, right now, I'm not married.
Facts.
I don't have children.
Facts.
So I'm in a position where I can theorize. I'm in a position where I can prepare myself. I'm in a position where I can learn and equip myself and inform myself and prepare for whatever comes.
Facts.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And I can also be very intentional.
Facts.
With how I move.
Yeah.
With how I choose to engage in relationships.
Absolutely.
I can.
Yes, you can.
I can choose to have leverage. I can choose to say I have a standard. I can choose to say, hey, these are things I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Hey, this is the way I want to live my life.
Facts.
I can choose to say, if you want to be over here, this is what comes with it. And if you don't want what comes with it, you do not have to be over here.
Facts. Yes, sir.
Right, wrong, or indifferent.
Yeah. Yeah. And just hearing you talk about these options at your point, and it's making me go back to them, because I had my first child when I was 26, bro. I knocked up my girlfriend when I was 25. So like, I didn't have these. I made choices.
You made choices,
not business choices. I made choices pertaining to emotions,
understandable,
connection, sexual pleasure,
understandable,
and then I took responsibility for my choices.
Facts.
Period. That's
Facts.
it. That's
Facts.
all it came down to.
Facts.
And I have no regrets for it. But what that did to me, it put me in another trajectory of life, to where like, okay, well, I'm not mad at what I did. I'm just going to confront the responsibility, and we doing it now.
Definitely.
Period,
bro.
And
big boy pants on.
I put and the thing is like, because I'm hearing you talk about the choices you have, and it's like, okay, well, I'm seeing what all these other niggas have done, and now I get to make my choices, and mine was just opposite. It's like, oh, I'm living in the effect of my choices, so what am I going to do now? And it's
and mind you, I am too my own way. That's what I'm saying. I'm definitely living in the good, bad complexity of the decisions I've made. Like I said, a lot of those things I did in my early days, bro, I wasted so much money.
Hey, bro.
So much time, so much energy, so much of my mindset, so much of my skill set, so much of my attention span. You get what I'm saying? Into these failed relationships.
I understand.
So, like I said, I've embarrassed myself many times.
I understand.
I've looked stupid as hell many times. I've destroyed my reputation many times. You get what I'm saying? I've been the butt of the joke many times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
And some of those things are still weigh on my self-esteem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I had to process that with this full moon. Like, am I just scared of like being rejected? Or is it I'm scared of being rejected, or is it that I think this is a bad decision? Or is it a little bit of both?
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand. I would say, fear of rejection is huge.
Facts,
especially
bro.
for black men, bro. It's just like we live our whole lives being disrespected and rejected.
Yeah.
So we have very high levels of trepidation when it comes to that potential.
Yeah. Especially in the context of something that you care about. Like I could shoot my shot, bro.
Facts.
I could take rejection. But like if I actually care,
yeah, man.
then it's like, damn, do I want to? It's not even a necessary rejection. It's like, do I get the rejection and then I spoil? Do I get rejected and then I mess up the relationship?
The relationship
because
you shot your shot.
Because I shot my shot.
Yeah.
Because you feel me, knowing that I can, you know what I'm saying? It's like the responsibility of the overall thing, not just let me express my emotions. But what express my emotions, getting rejected, and then now this connection is
Seven.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's different.
It's
now.
different now
Because you shot your shot.
because I look like a weirdo.
Yeah.
And it's like, even though I'm not a weirdo, I'm a man. I'm a handsome, intelligent, successful man who has emotions for somebody that anybody would.
Yeah.
In that sense, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And there have been many times in my life, present day, where I'm like, I have these. Oh, I kind of want to tell you I like you. You know, those feelings.
Just for real.
Yeah, just feel you. Yeah, and I'm just like, but then I'm like, I don't. No, there's too much at stake. I'll shut the fuck up. I'll shut the fuck up.
Shut up, bro. You don't like you. Just shut up, bro.
Shut the fuck up.
You just want a little validation. You just want to just be expressive. You just want to stay. You just want to feel these feelings.
Yeah.
But you don't need these feelings, bro.
Yeah.
Go put on your favorite song. Put your favorite movie on, bro.
And it's like, and from the militant calculator, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. This is not worth it.
It's not worth it. This is someone that that's a work relationship, bro. Like, you talk about work. Like, come on, man. You don't want to talk about work relationship? It's feelings? Like, bro, come on.
Yeah, it's like, or just somebody you see around here. Just somebody that it's a crush.
Yeah,
it's just somebody.
We all get this crush.
We all get crushes. We all get
crushes. It's natural.
It's natural.
Chemistry. It's fucking chemistry.
Like I said, we have pheromones, bro. We have an anatomy.
Facts.
It's natural to get a little crush.
Facts.
It's natural to have a little possessiveness at times.
Facts, man.
Just a little bit.
Facts. Yeah, just don't run with it. Don't be kidnapping nobody. Take it too far.
Don't become sociopathic with it, like I said, or don't become sociopathic and narcissistic with it.
Facts, man.
Because that's word that left thrown around. But those words are true. Those words have definitions.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Those are real words.
Facts.
But just it's not something to throw around, or it's not something to play with. And it's also for us not to understand and learn and not do. Because I get it. I've learned that I can do sociopathic things.
Oh yeah, we all have. We have a whole track.
I have a big ass ego. So with having a big ass ego, I'm able to do a whole lot of work. But also with having a big ass ego, I have a really belief in myself that I'm very protective of my big ass ego as well.
Of course.
You get what I'm saying? And sometimes my big ass ego could have me do things just to boost my big ass ego.
Facts, man. You ever go through, like, read old text messages and be like, oh fuck, I was the asshole here, man. Oh man.
So yeah, but more so it's like go through my old DMs and be like, why did you say that, bro? You were just drunk. You were just drinking, bro.
Man.
You were just why did you do that, bro?
Yeah, man.
You don't really want to do that. You don't really want to do that, bro.
Yeah, man.
Now she gonna look at you like you a weirdo. Now that dude, when he see you get drunk and act like that, now he gonna look at you like, oh, bro get drunk and bro be weird. You know what I'm saying? Bro get drunk and bro wanna try to talk to my girl, or bro get drunk and bro wanna, you know what I'm saying? Bro wanna, you get me? I've been in those environments too, where dudes look at me like, bro, like, you get drunk and you turn into like a weirdo nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, okay, you're right, I do. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. Yeah.
And some women I've seen me with like, bro, oh, you be drinking and then like you really be different. You really be cold. You really be on some Rico Suave shit. You really be on some like, you feel me? Fuck it, let's go, let's get it. It's like I done been there, bro. I done been there. So I'm learning. I think that is the main thing too. Is like learning like to be mindful of like how I get when I drink.
I understand.
It definitely been affecting me too. Like, bro, just like sorry, like this full moon. Like, all right, bro, just don't drink.
Hey, man.
And if you're gonna drink, stay self-aware under this full moon.
Yeah.
Same. Don't do nothing stupid.
Alcohol is an intoxicant, bro. Yeah, it's a drug. Be very clear about that. It impairs judgment.
It impairs judgment. First thing it does.
Judgment.
That's the first thing it does.
Alcohol it impairs judgment. You and I both know this firsthand.
I understand, bro.
Yeah, man. And then you and I have both gotten into troublesome situations with the impairment of our judgment.
Definitely. Hey, bro.
That we have to pay for.
I understand, bro.
So it's
in more ways than currency, man.
Facts.
In more ways than fiat.
Facts. Karma's deeper than fucking fiat, bro. We know that. It's way deeper. Man, we've paid, and it's like, in this new year, you talked about potentially cutting your hair. You mentioned just.
I'm still thinking about it, bro.
I understand.
Because it's getting long.
It is. It is.
And the longer it gets, the more nicer it look. The longer my hair get, the more I like it.
I understand. Yeah. And it's, I think it's just like, it's always going to be your choice. You got to rock with it no matter what.
Yeah, we're going to see, bro.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. But yeah, as
go watch The Mummy, bro. That's what I'm going to say.
We'll see if I get. I don't really watch movies, bro.
I know.
That's you. Yeah.
I watch movies, bro.
The closest I get to watching movies is the why I ask you about it, because I watch movies through your experience now. I want you to walk me through, because I literally do not watch movies anymore. I watch PBS Kids with my children.
I feel you. I feel you, bro.
Movies, I ain't doing it. Yeah, bro.
I watch them because I know now that I know, now I realize why they spent millions of dollars to create this big production. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? This is a big play. This is a big ass ritual that they've doing. It takes months. It's alchemy to make a movie, bro. It's a full process of creating a script, gathering the money, somebody doing the wardrobe, somebody doing the background, somebody doing the lighting, somebody doing the director, somebody doing the sound, somebody doing the editing. You know what I'm saying? Somebody doing the filming. It takes a lot to make these productions. And there's a reason why they love to center it around comedic sciences and Egyptology and things of that nature. And they do a lot of symbolism because they know they're telling the story of the Asiatic god.
Facts. Yeah, facts.
And they're going to put themselves as the character. They're going to put themselves as the Asiatic god, as the Asyr, as the Haru, as the Set, and then put you as the surrounding characters to put the paradigm on you that you are a surrounding character to their Haru's journey. And you are here to help them overcome their Haru's journey. And thus we do it. Facts. And we don't realize it's because we've been watching so many of these movies where they place us as some secondary character, some secondary aid. But if we watch the movie, know that these characters are you. All of them. They all you.
Facts.
The man, the woman, they are different aspects of the way you need to move and the way the universe works. You feel me?
Facts.
So
facts.
That's how we watch it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, the universe is the meta nature.
Yeah.
And the meta nature is the Black Asiatic God.
As long.
Period. Yeah. And with that, like, even with the passing of the patriarchs in your family and you telling me about just men leaving behind messes, it's really, and me coming to the awareness that death is no escape from our own internal problems. You literally, that these problems that we have internally, like that creates our reality when we pass. And so what you're faced with, and I'm just like going from like what I feel to be true, because the thing is, we've both died before.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So we don't know this. So I'm just speaking for what I feel right now to be true. Now that we're just walking through Asyr, I'm just like, yeah, okay. That experience when that whatever you're holding on, whatever you got when you die, that you're holding on to, the problems, that is your reality when you pass. And so when you die, you look at that objectively and you don't have any of the trauma. You're just like, oh, okay, well, I didn't do this. I got this. Okay. And you don't have that fear. So you're like, okay, cool. All right, well, I'm going to go back in. I'm going to go back. Whee! Back into another body. Back into the mess you just left. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, because we have, the reason that they're problems is because we have this trepidation, like looking at, oh God, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to talk to my wife. I don't want to talk to my family. I got all this beef and blah, 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 blah. We all got these, right? This fear, this like anxiety around them that, that's why they exist, because you're not confronting them. So what I'm learning is anything that you have this fear of is what you need to be confronting now. Because if you don't do it now, we already talked about this. No more bullshit lifetimes. This is how you have bullshit lifetimes, by running away from the problem. And I'm just now realizing it's like, okay, well, yeah, bro, these problems are not problems. They're just, they're opportunities, you know?
Because you're a part of Asyr, you're gonna leave some type of chaos. Even if you do everything right, when you transition, there will be chaos.
Facts.
You're gonna be dead. You're gonna be removed from physical reality now.
Yeah.
There's gonna be ripple effects.
Facts.
There's gonna be an ocean of chaos.
Facts.
And it's up to the next generation to become Asyr and to civilize this, to turn this chaos into civilization. There's no way around it.
Facts.
Even if you die and you leave everything, you have everything organized, and everything structured, and everything perfect, there's still going to be emotional chaos, mental chaos. There's still going to be a chaos to some capacity, whether it's a bigger or smaller.
Facts. So the objective is God body, is to leave behind structures, soldiers, and people to administer that chaos you leave behind.
Facts.
That's what it is.
Yes. So children, if you know that,
wives, etc.
Facts.
Right.
You know that you are Asyr. You know that you're developing Haru. You know that you are married to Set. You know that your family. You know that Set is your brother. You know that Nebhead is your sister. You know, you get what I'm saying. You know these different archetypes are here, and when you transition, this story will continue to play itself out.
Facts.
Then you can leave the story behind, aka Egypt, aka Tamari. You can leave the story behind so that way anytime you whatever people need, they know the story and know where to go. Okay,
Facts,
I get
bro.
it. Okay,
Facts.
Boom, boom. Okay, boom, boom.
Including ourselves.
And facts,
bro.
That's what we created Tamari for.
Facts,
so
bro.
we can learn the meta nature and we can understand how to maneuver.
Facts. And what I'm realizing, just having this conversation and getting deep into it, is like the anxiety comes from the message you've left behind. And so you're here and there's all the stuff that you are responsible for, but you're unwilling to look at it. And that's what makes you anxious, because you know it's there, but nope, not gonna look, nope. And so, well, why am I so anxious? Because you have a mess.
I know, and
you were born into a mess.
It's so funny.
You were born into a mess of your own creation.
It's so funny because right? I realized that while I was in Hawaii, of like the things I was doing in Tamari that I believed to be doing good.
Yeah,
I created a big ass chaotic mess.
What about Hawaii led you to that conclusion?
I channeled Akhenaten, and I channeled like from studying the history of what he did in history, and the way he moved and the way his mindset was. It was so similar to my mind. It was,
I understand,
uncomfortably similar, and that's back to the Mummy too, where it's like having these visions and these premonitions become very uncomfortable, and it become too much serendipity and too much, too much coincidence to be coincidence. It can't be 37 different coincidences that I'm continuously learning. Boom, 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 boom. So, but one of them was like really learning the way he ultimately created the beginning of the downfall of Tamari.
Understand.
From changing everything based upon the way he wanted things to go. And it left so much chaos.
I understand.
Because it sounded cool at the time, but even to the point where Tamari, once again, they didn't find Akhenaten, his body and everything, in Tamari, in Kemet. They found his stuff way somewhere else. Yes, he left the most meta nature behind, but he's not a part of like the records of like, oh, these are the kings of Egypt, and he's not a part of like their civilization. That's why there was so much, like a lot of there was so much that came from it, because he was something new that they had just found in the 1900s. Of like, whoa, there's a whole nother king, and this nigga had a whole nother city. And this nigga left the most meta nature behind, but this nigga is not included in anything in Luxor or like in Memphis. Yeah. Like nobody speaks on this nigga at all.
Yeah.
In any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then you begin to start thinking like, oh, because this nigga said fuck all of that shit. And then did his whole thing.
Yeah.
But he destabilized this shit, which destabilized the whole planet.
I understand.
So niggas was like, nah, bro.
Fuck, we've
been doing this for thousands of years, bro.
Yeah, you just gonna do your own thing.
You're gonna do your own thing. It's cool. It sounds cool. But nigga, you gonna do your own thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, you're gonna get buried over here, nigga. That's real, man.
Yeah.
That's real. Man, yeah.
But that destabilization of like doing things out of your ego. And also, but I get it of like, it's a part of alchemy too. It's chaos. It's not right or wrong. It's part of the alchemy.
That's right.
Is destroying the narratives and destabilizing something that's unstable.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To create new, to spark the change, to be able to bring in a new world.
Facts.
It's a slippery slope on both sides.
Facts.
But it's like, okay, like you said, just like realizing this chaos, this mess that was left behind, what do you do with it?
That's right.
Do you civilize it as best as you can?
You civilize it, man. You civilize it. And, you know, we're in the process of civilizing the chaos of the Black Asiatic experience right now.
Right now.
We are. And it's a lot of chaos. It's a whole lot of chaos. And anytime you insert order into chaos, that shit blows. Blow up. That's a good thing. Right?
I mean,
we're seeing it.
A part of the foundation, man. Agriculture is the foundation of civilization, bro. It's like this is the work. This is the great alchemy. Is building infrastructure around working with nature, building jobs and businesses and infrastructure and of economy around Mother Nature.
Yes, sir.
Is the work.
That is the work.
But you got to build it.
Facts. And doing this, you're going to confront all the trauma, and things are going to blow up. And then it just all of the blow up becomes fertilizer for the next stage. That's fine.
Boom.
Right? No, seriously.
For real.
Because shit has blown up. It's going to blow up. It's going to continue to blow up. And like we said, there's counterpunching. We've experienced counterpunching. We experiencing just, explosions of chaos. And here we are continuing to make and plot our next move. Because the thing is, when we're learning is we have to stay moving. Have to stay militant, have to stay moving. And when it comes to being the effect of chaos, it's just not getting emotional. Just being like, okay, as expected, this is what we're going to do now.
Yeah,
that's it. That's it. And that's where we are. It's like we're not getting mad. We're just like, okay, all right, let's move.
You're not letting emotions sway you from the work, man. Not letting these feelings deter you from getting the work done.
Thanks, man. Because
the
work is still work.
The work got to get done, bro.
We're getting it done.
The work gotta get done.
We put success. We've already intentionalized success, and the work. We're doing the work, so it's gonna get done no matter what. It's just how many blow ups are we gonna have along the way? And I guess blow up is a sign that we're doing something right, because we're inserting order into the trauma of the Black Asiatic chaos. This trauma, it's a lot, and arguably the most traumatized human beings on the planet. For real. Right.
That's why the alchemy is going to be so great.
Exactly.
We also the kings of time era, bro.
Facts, bro. Yeah.
Kings of the Moorish Empire.
Facts. And then, we're on wax every week documenting the process.
Yeah, bro. Let's get it, man.
Yeah, let's close it out.
Let's close it out.
Yes, sir. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful. All praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds. The Beneficent, the Most Merciful, and Master of the Day of Judgment. Thee alone do we serve, thee alone do we beseech for divine aid. Guide us on the right path, the path upon whom thou hast bestowed favors, not upon whom thy wrath has been brought down, nor upon those who go astray. Ameen.
Ameen Islam.